You say is going well for the PDP National Working Committee ahead of this Saturday's election in Edo State?
Yeah, the PDP National Working Committee is the apex body that manages the affairs of the party at the national, and then the directives, the operations, the activities cascade down through the structures of the party to the world. They've given the sufficient mobilization that's expected of a party. Everybody was present, and they made their intentions known clearly. How much of a support that is pushed behind the candidates in Edo, how much we expect him to win, and our preparedness, the resolve, determination, and then ultimately even the tact to ensure that victory is achieved come 21st September. So the absolute support and the total commitment of the PDP ESCO at the national cannot be overemphasized, and we're expecting that the results that we expect will manifest on that day, because all fingers are, all hands are on deck. Every hand, every mind, every structure, every action, every plan, every dedication has been put into the bag, and we are very confident that we will get victory.
So, as a member of the National Working Committee of PDP, what would you now say is your expectation as we look forward to Saturday's governorship election?
Thank you. I'm a Deputy National Organizing Secretary, so I work under the Organizing Secretary, and we're very expectant that first of all, every factor that contributes in making someone win election, all the odds are in our favor, all the parts are stacked in our favor. We have the best candidate, we have someone who is egalitarian, who is quintessential, who is on top of the ladder, who is well respected, well loved, well appreciated, well expected by the Edo people. Someone who can best describe as a round peg that is fitting into the round peg, the round peg that is fitting into the round hole for the Edo people. Because we know Edo pretty well. Edo people are not people that are illiterate, that are downtrodden, that are backward. They come first in virtually everything that has to do with intellectualism, exposure, dynamism, forward-looking, positive-looking, and all. They come first, maybe side by side with Delta. So you cannot go and bring a square peg and expect it to fit into this round hole. It is an anomaly, it's an abnormality, it is an abysmal failure day one. It is unprecedented, it is unexpected, it is the wrongest thing to do and wish Edo people, because we know where they are coming from, we know where they are, we know where they're headed to. You cannot continue to be a champion, continue to be a royalty, continue to be at the top, and then midway, somebody wants to impose something that will pull you down and start making you look like ordinary streets and uneducated, unexposed, unintellectual exposition. And that is what has now become the character and personnel of the Edo people. Nobody will accept it. Even those who pretend to be on the other side, they know the truth. They know a champion when they see one. That we are all one. I told them when we came here the other time to handle party activities that we are all one. We are all one family. Even all the contestants, as you see them, they are all linked one way or the other. So we know ourselves. Even from Delta and here, we are all one family and one person, one body. We know ourselves. We know what we are made of. We know the stuff we are made of. We know the characteristics we are made of. We know our champions. We know our first 11s. So these other guys are pretending. They know, yes, we're not saying that, yes, they are not human beings, but our fingers are not equal, you can see. So if we're talking about the tallest finger in this respect, we know what we're talking about. We call it in mathematics central tendency. You know what I'm saying? We know our mean, we know our mode, we know our median. Forget that politics has come. So when you now see the good, you want to paint it as bad, and when you see bad, you want to paint it as good. Otherwise, under normal standard temperature and pressure, under everything being equal, okay, the economics and the other one for chemistry, you know that you cannot keep this candidate and this.
The PDP has just concluded its final campaign rally here in Benin. What would you say is the next line of action for this party with what you have seen today?
Okay. There's a common saying in my place that Ekotonko, Kwaja Mali Konkole. You use Ekotonko to know Ekonkole. i.e., you use what happened to make a projection of what will happen. From what you saw today, what the world saw today, what Nigeria saw today, what Edoites saw today, what you saw today, it is an acclamation, a confirmation of the might of PDP in Edo State. It is an affirmation of the implicit confidence that Edo people hitherto repose on PDP.
If that is
clear rejection of APC and an absolute acceptance of PDP.
If that is the case, what appeal would you now want to make to the people of Edo State as we look forward to Saturday's election?
They should all come out en masse. The Edo that I know are not people that can be intimidated. Brutus would rather remain a villager than to recruit himself the son of Rome. The Edo people are resolute people. They are not people that you can intimidate. They have resolved to see that PDP continues the leadership and rulership of Edo State, and no amount of external forces can change the resolution of a people.
Part of the stakeholders in Edo's election are INEC, security agencies. What is your take on them, and what would you want them to do on Saturday?
Incidentally, I do not recognize all those. Those are national institutions. What I recognize is not the veil, it's not the masquerade. What I recognize is the human being behind the veil, the human being behind the masquerade. My dear brother, it's human beings that make up INEC. It's human beings that make up security agencies and security apparatus. The same human beings buy rice now for 110,000 a bag. The same human beings pay transportation 50,000 naira against 5,000 to get to Abuja. That's less than 300 miles from here. The whole thing is biting on everybody. The situation we find ourselves does not recognize manipulation, intimidation. It recognizes the reality on ground. And the reality on ground is that enough is enough. A spade needs to be called a spade and not an ordinary farm implement. The resolution of the people is what we have seen today. That's what we represent. That's what we are advancing. That's what we are projecting. And that's what we are expecting come September 21.
That's the first part. Remove these clothes. Give me another.